We lived together for 6 years, and he said those 6 years that I lived with you were the best times of my life.
Gina Carano, and of course, Gina Carano, former MMA fighter, becomes an actress. She ends up in Mandalorian, right? Yeah, she ends up in Mandalorian on Disney. It's one of the Star Wars series. She does not want to get vaxxed. She starts speaking up about that, ultimately loses her job. They call her racist, all the stuff. Here is Sage Steele. So these are two canceled women who are now thriving by fighting all of this woke BS. Here they are talking about what it's like to get canceled and whether they have any regrets.
But I asked about the masks, and I asked about the lockdowns, and I asked, about the vaccines. And would I take any of it back? My best friend texted me 2 years ago, and he said he had been to prison for 4 years for a DUI, and as soon as he got out of prison, he moved straight in with me. And I hadn't seen him for a couple years, but he was like the person that knew me, and I knew him. And we were not perfect individuals, and he wasn't perfect. But he texted me, and he called me Bumblebee because I'm always bumbling, or I'm always buzzing about. And we lived together for 6 years, and he said those 6 years that I lived with you were the best times of my life because it was the healthiest he had ever been. And so then he texted me, and we started talking, and he's not online. He likes to be in gyms, and he likes to, just, he's just not, he's not online. So somehow he didn't know what I was standing for and not forcing vaccinations on people. And he said, I said, did you get the vaccine? And he said, yeah, I got the vaccine. I got the Pfizer. I need to be ready if you ever need me to come overseas. I was like, Anthony, I didn't get it. And he was like, oh. And we joked around about it a little bit. And the next day he passed away. So when people ask me if I would have done anything different, I would have screamed. I would have screamed so much louder.
Okay, it's a really fantastic interview. You should check out Sage Steele's page if you want to see the full thing. But the reason I'm showing you that, because you might go, well, what are all the connections here? We're talking about race, we're talking about police shootings, we're connecting it to COVID. How is this all connected? And the reason it's all connected is that we need good people to stand up for what's right now. Whether it is in relation to the hyper-racialization, whether it is in relation to the sexualization of children, whether it is in relation to watching what's happening at the border, we need more and more good people. Those two women, neither one of them, I can tell you, having sat down with Sage yesterday, this was not a woman who intended on being in this fight. She wanted to talk about sports for the rest of her life. Gina Carano wanted to be an actress. She was happy to be in Star Wars, and now she's in the fight. More, but we need more. We need more. We need you. We need the people more of us to just say enough of this.